Good day, everyone. I hope that everyone are staying safe and staying at home during this COVID 19 pandemic situation. It's been a long gap or months. So, through these virtual classes, welcome you all for the academic year of 2021. And I am Felix Aaron, the subject coordinator for service marketing for this semester. So, for this session, we're just going to brush up on what is service marketing, the components of services, what are the different kinds or classifications of services available in the market. So, to start off with a generalized question, what is service marketing? So, there are two distinct classifications here of service and marketing. So, for the past 2 semesters, you would have been studying with marketing management classes as well as with advertisement. So, asking a question of marketing, everyone will have an answer of it is a process of promoting or analyzing the buyer behavior based on the research, creating a product and selling it to the customers. So there are two parties involved, buyer and seller. Same that way, service marketing is a process of marketing your services or service which is beneficial for the consumer. There are two parties here. One is called as service provider or producer, and the other is the ultimate consumer customer. So, what are the different kinds of services available? Okay, before that, I would like to give you a small gist of how the tertiary sector in India has a vibrant role in our Indian economy. And there are two pie diagrams here showing that the percentage of the tertiary or the service sector in 2018 and 19, the service sector has grown to 62%, while comparing to 11 and 12 it was around 59%, and in the early 2000s it was somewhere around 48%. So this is how the service sector of our of India is been building up gradually, developing and contributing in India's GDP and thereby increasing revenue for our country. So what are the companies or corporates who are involved in the service sector? There are few examples. One is the financial services, the banks, the commercial banks, the nationalized banks, your stock exchanges, etc. They provide services to its customers. Few other sectors are like electricity board, they supply electricity and water supplies, your metro stations, so your metro waters, and then telecommunication services. There are different pivotal players there, starting from Airtel to Jio to BSNL, and then your health solutions or healthcare industry comprised of all the hospitals, recreation or leisure centers, your hotels, restaurants, your travel agencies or your transportation services, starting with Ola, Uber, your logistics supports, and then the new generation services or the new kind of services which is developed it from the early 2000s or in the late after 2010s, the development of digital marketing, the source of social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and so on. And right now we are in the trend of virtual classes, right? Your education center from a physical environment has moved to a virtual environment through Zoom meetings, so Google Meets. These are few service oriented companies which provide services to the people. So these are the few examples I want to give you before going in depth to the meaning of service marketing. So, what is service marketing? Services are activities, benefits, or satisfaction which are offered for sale or provided in connection with sale of goods. So, there are two parties, the service provider and the customer. You can take an example of a hotel where the hotel is a service provider and the customer can avail the services of the hotel. It can be a stay there, or you might go there for the restaurant to have a good dining there. So those are things or something called as activities or benefits which are offered for sale. So for building up a basic understanding of service marketing, we will consider three things: defining your services, defining the service marketing as a whole, and recognizing the main marketable service entities. So, defining services. When you take an example of a hotel, the hotel is a place where the customer need not own that place. He comes to a restaurant to enjoy the services provided there. It can be the food there, or it can be the ambience there. So, likewise, in a salon where the customer is in need of an haircut or a spa to massage. So, these are few services which he acquires from a salon. Whereas a hospital, example in a Apollo hospital, where the customer comes to get health solutions, so to get cured. So, the customer will come to an hospital to get the services with the help of a professional there called as a doctor. And then the upcoming trends of your social media things like Facebook. You don't own a Facebook, you just have an account where you are socially connected with the networks, or you're socially connected with your friends all over the world. So these are few services which can be defined between the service provider and the customer. While defining the service marketing, it talks about a main concept called AIDA. Talks about the awareness, interest, desire, and putting all these things into an action where there is a need to avail the service for the customer, and the service provider ensures that the right service is given to the customer so that he avails that at the time he needs. So basically, services are offered or produced and consumed at the same time. A person who goes to a hotel there enjoys the food there. So there's a need there which is happening. Because of his need, there is a production of food, and that service is being consumed by the customer at the same time. So how does service marketing takes place? It's all because of proper communication of word of mouth, where you try to communicate with the help of your employees or to the management, saying that this is the best kind of services we can provide you during this time, and this is the benefit you can avail out of it. So these are the stuffs which makes you realize that, okay, in the விஷயத்தினால i'm gonna I'm gonna go to this hotel. I like this hotel because of the taste and the ambience there. If I'm going for this saloon, எனக்கு அங்க போனா நல்ல ஹேர் ஸ்டைலிஸ்ட் வச்சு நல்ல ஹேர் கட் பண்றாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி உங்களுக்கு இருக்க ஒரு கம்யூனிகேஷன், ஒரு தாட் which makes that service happen there. So overall, what is the benefit of having service marketing concept is about promoting your marketable service entities. So what kind of entities you can promote? One, it can be goods. So any goods you can promote there, like your gadgets or any services, your saloon, your your recreation things, anything, ideas. Whereas ideas can be like you can promote your idea, your business plans, so that it becomes a business, events, event managements, places, tourisms, persons, a public speaker, a motivational speaker, or a trainer who trains in the gym. Information is nothing but data, where you can sell off your data. It's like your IT companies or insurance companies or even your matrimonials, where with the help of information or data, they are able to make business, properties, your real estates, and experiences. It's related to persons where you try to bring up motivational speakers, or you're trying to put up reviews so that people who get attracted to your business will go and check on these reviews. Okay, it's familiar one. It's இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு விஷயம் தான் எனக்கு தேவைன்னு சொல்லிட்டு இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஸ்பா தான் நான் தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன், எனக்கு இங்கே தான் போகணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு உங்கள் ரிவ்யூஸ் பார்த்துட்டு மக்கள் வருவாங்க. ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் ஹவ் யூ கோனா மார்க்கெட் your entities, your services. So, as a gist, I'm going to give you what is service marketing. It is an action based activity which is beneficial for the business. So, there are two parties there, service provider and the consumer. As a service provider, you're going to avail the service by promoting it and thereby ensuring the consumer is provided with the service as and when required. So moving on to the next topic of components of service. So what are the serviceன்ற ஒரு விஷயத்துல, இந்த சர்வீஸ் கம்பெனி சர்வீஸ் ப்ரொவைடர் கம்பெனின்ற ஒரு விஷயத்துல என்னென்ன பகுதிகள் இருக்குன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, the major core is about the physical product, and then comes service product, service environment, and service delivery. So any business, there will be a physical place. So I would like to take the example of our college. So the physical product is about our college, where it's a physical place where you come and learn and get educated. So the physical product here talks about the products marketed by a firm involved the physical transfer of ownership of those products. So I'll give an example of a college, saying like the ultimate aim of you coming to this college is to get a degree. So that will be the physical product. Whereas a service product is an activity, as I said before, it's an activity or benefit that one party can offer to the other. It's like our college is providing you the degree if you're able to acquire the service and benefit from a college. So, for another example, it's like visiting our exhibitions or trade centers where the sales representatives will be properly trained to make a proper approach to the customers visiting the showrooms. Whereas another example can be like your health and glow, your cosmetic shops, where there'll be sales girls or salesmen who will be presenting in a good appeal, so that that appeal itself will make the customer to buy those products. So that the physical appearance or the exposure or the knowledge provided by the people or the service provider is a service product for your business. Service environment is all about the physical environment which is available. With the first example of a college as an example, the environment is about the location or the area, or the classrooms which are available, the e-classes, the labs, the ground, the library. So these are a few environmental aspects. If you consider a hotel, then you will look on the taste and the aroma of the food, the cleanliness, the hospitality of the restaurant. These are few services which you look on as an environment aspects. The last one is service delivery. How is the service is delivered to the customer is the overall perception of the quality of the service. நீங்க எப்படி உங்க சர்வீஸ கஸ்டமருக்கு குடுக்குறீங்கன்ற விஷயம் தான் உங்க பிசினஸோட சக்சஸோட மெயின் ஸ்டோரியே. The way and process. If you consider the first earlier example of university, so the physical product will be the university be or the college. DG Vaishnav College சொன்னோம்னா அங்க இருந்து then comes your service product of providing a degree to the student or the different courses which is available for the student to avail. Then comes your service environment talks about the facilities which is available for the students to enjoy there. It can be the classrooms, labs, sorry, the canteens, hostels, playgrounds, and etc. And the final part is about the service delivery. How does the college ensures the students to avail the degree through teaching or the service of teaching there? With the help of faculties, they are able to communicate the transfer of knowledge from faculties to student, and then the examinations. So these are the process. I would like to add few more examples. So if the nature of a supermarket, if you own a supermarket, then your physical product is about the goods. The service product talks about the inventory management, how you stock your goods. Your service environment talks about the shelf space, the racks which you provide where the goods are properly arranged and distributed, and none of the shelf space has been empty or vacated. And service delivery is about the speedness, the billing counters, and friendliness and availability of all those products. The other example can be hotels, where the physical product can be a stay at the hotel or to just dine in there. Service product can be the bills, messages, or wake up calls. Service environment, other than your occupancy or your stay there, your lobby, the parking space, rooms, the recreation places, etc. Service delivery, the last fagin, are the transportation arrangements, room services, and if there's a multi cuisines there, they are the taste the different kinds of foods which are available. So this is the overview or the components of services. Moving on to the next topic. So the next topic for the day is characteristics or features of services. How can you derive or how can you talk about these services and what are these features are? The first important feature or characteristics of services is it is intangible in nature. So the intangible means it can be seen, so services are intangible. It is impossible for customers to see, feel, taste the services before it has been brought or been produced. The service provider has to act in a way when there is a need for customer. He has to produce a service and as soon as it is produced, it has to be consumed so that there is a need and it has been fulfilled. An example for intangible product can be like an insurance policy. An insurance policy can be is meant for a protection of the family or protection of a person. So as a service provider, you should step on and put an awareness to the consumers saying that this will benefit you or your family. So as soon as the proper information has been given, the consumer will start to consume those services. So he will take a policy so that it is beneficial for him. The second most important feature is inseparability. Inseparability talks about the service has to be produced and consumed at the same time. It can't be separated, just like your physical product. Goods will be manufactured in one place, then stocked in another place, and with the help of middlemen or agents, it will be distributed, and then only it reaches the consumers. Whereas in a service sector, it has to be consumed and produced at the same time. For example, a hotel where a customer goes for a dine in or a takeaway to a hotel, orders for goods or food, and then buys it and consumes it. The next one characteristic is heterogeneity. So it talks about the service provider has to standardize the quality of services provided to all its customers. So ஒரு நீங்க ஒரு ஹேர் ஸ்டைலிஷ்ட்னு எடுத்துக்கிட்டிங்கன்னா, அவங்களுக்கு வர கஸ்டமர்ஸ் எல்லாருக்குமே ஒரே லெவல் ஆஃப் சாட்டிஸ்ஃபேக்ஷன்ல அவங்களுக்கு ஏத்த விதத்துல சர்விஸ் ப்ரொவைட் பண்ண முடியாது. There will be some minor glitch or mistake which is happening here and there. So in order to standardize the services, few steps has to be made and based on the individual taste and preferences. So first, as a hair stylist, நீங்க ஒரு கஸ்டமருக்கு என்ன தேவை, என்ன எக்ஸாக்ட்டா அவங்களுக்கு விருப்பப்படுறாங்களோ, அதுக்கு ஏத்த மாரி அவங்களுக்கு சர்விஸ் ப்ரொவைட் பண்ண பார்க்கணும். அந்த சர்விஸ் ஏத்த மாரி going on with the next customers, they have to think what are the kinds or what are the service they look on. ஸோ ஒரு கஸ்டமருக்கு அவங்களோட டேஸ்ட் அண்ட் ப்ரிஃபரன்சஸ்க்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி அவங்களுக்கு நீங்கள் உங்கள் சர்வீஸ் ப்ரொவைட் பண்ணணும். The next characteristic is about perishability. ஸோ இது வரைக்கும் நம்ம பார்த்தபடி இட் இஸ் இன்டான்ஜிபிள் இன்செப்பரேட்டபிள் மாதிரி your services cannot be stored. So for example, like electricity power, நீங்கள் யூஸ் பண்ணலன்னா அதை எங்கேயும் ஸ்டோர் பண்ணி வச்சுட்டு இருக்க முடியாது. Or a vacant seat in a Ola or Uber cab. So a car can occupy with three customers. If there are only two customers there, that one seat is vacant or unused. So அந்த services நம்ம அடுத்த வாட்டி வரும்போது 3 பேரா போனோம்னா அது யூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. Next one is ownership. So ஒரு physical productல the ownership will be transferred from a buyer to seller, whereas in a service the ownership won't be transferred. The services will send just a benefit where it will be availed to the customer from the service provider. ஸோ ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஒரு சலூனுக்கு நீங்கள் போகிறீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு வேண்டிய சர்வீஸ் மட்டும்தான் அந்த சலூன்லேருந்து வாங்கிட்டு போக முடியும். ஸோ ஸோ the next one is absence of quantitative measurement. So you can't quantify the performance of a service. you can only measure the qualitativeness. ஒரு நீங்க ஒரு கேப் எடுத்துக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா நீங்க வந்துட்டு you will review, right? You will based on the ratings or the based on the experience with the driver, you will review each and every ride which you go. So நீங்க ரேட்டிங் எப்படி தருவீங்கன்னா based on the behavior of the driver, the friendliness, the route which he takes. So இதெல்லாம் பார்த்துட்டு you will rate it. So those are stuffs which are called as qualitativeness. நீங்க குவான்டிட்டியா பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, நீங்க எவ்வளோ டிஸ்டன்ஸ் ஒரு டிரைவர் கவர் பண்றான்னு பார்க்கிறதெல்லாம் மெஷர் பண்ண முடிஞ்சோன்னா, that is not a particular or proper service kind of oriented thing. Whereas a service marketer has to look on the qualitativeness. How does the driver has behaved or how well the business is gone with him. So these are the characteristics of services. Moving on to the next topic is about the classification of services. So classification is based on two actions. One is tangible actions, the other is about the intangible actions. And who are the recipients for those? It will be people or things. On tangible actions, for people, it can be services like healthcare, your hospitals, your saloons or spas, your restaurants. These are tangible actions where the people can go there and see a physical product there. Whereas for things, it will be transportation, dry cleaning, and the other services. Intangible actions on people can be like education, the teaching, or entertainment or leisure services like your theaters, malls, etc. And for things, for intangible actions can be like your banking services, your legal services, insurance, telecommunication services, telecommunication, your and also your social media platforms. So these are few services which are revolving or which are around there in the market to understand. Okay. So to wind up the session, I'm again reconsidering the stuffs and reordering the stuffs to make a better understanding. Initially, we went on with service marketing. What is service marketing is? So service marketing is an action of doing something for someone. Basically, services are produced and consumed at the same time. And then we went on with the service sector, which is of Indian economy. Currently, there are 62% growth in service sector. And then we went on with the definition of service marketing. What are the different companies or corporates which are coming under your services? Then we went on with the components of services. Components of services had a physical product, service environment, and service delivery. Next, we went on with characteristic of services, the features of it, and finally went with the classifications of services based on the actions. So I would like to end the session with this concept here, and any queries you can feel free to mail us or mail me. We'll see you in the next session. Thank you.